Step 2. Before considering the value of ITIL or how to implement various ITIL processes, we must first understand what is ITIL. It is important to gain a basic understanding of ITIL and how ITIL can be used to achieve IT objectives and deliver measurable value. ITIL is the definitive international framework for ITSM. ITSM means IT Service Management. ITSM focuses on aligning IT services with business needs. In a previous slide, we noted that application support consumes a significant portion of the IT budget. Therefore, we should consider how we can achieve greater business value for the investment made in application support services. In order to accomplish this, we must align application support to meet the needs of the business. The ITIL lifecycle gives us the ability to analyze the different phases of application support service implementation and align the service with business needs during each phase of the ITIL lifecycle. Depending on the unique characteristics of the applications and the business they serve, different ITIL processes will be implemented or modified to better fit within that operating environment. ITIL is a framework of good practices. It covers all activities of the IT service organization. Everything you do in supporting business applications is somewhere within the different ITIL lifecycle framework. ITIL originated in the 1980s. ITIL was initially defined in the United Kingdom by the Office of Government Commerce, the OGC. The ITIL Service Management Framework has continuously evolved since then to the present day, where we now have the ITIL version 3 Service Management Lifecycle. Prior to the ITIL version 3 lifecycle being published in 2007, there was ITIL version 2, which simply described many different processes under service support and service delivery. However, they were disconnected and disjointed. It was very difficult to see the relationship between the different processes and turn these processes into anything an IT organization could easily implement and achieve the required value. ITIL version 3 combined the former version 2 processes into a comprehensive service lifecycle. A service lifecycle approach organizes the ITIL processes into a phased implementation approach. This approach enables service delivery managers to implement changed or new services processes within an easily understandable and defined phased approach. The lifecycle of a service has 5 phases: service strategy, service design, service transition, service operation, and continual service improvement. The first lifecycle phase is service strategy. Within service strategy, there are 4 sub-processes: strategy generation, financial management, portfolio management, and demand management. In service strategy, you define what the service is to accomplish in relation to the business goals and objectives. Simply said, how is the service going to help achieve our business goals? How will the service add value to the business? What are the strategic goals of the service which are aligned with the business goals? Once the service strategy is developed, the next phase in the service lifecycle is service design. This lifecycle phase is where the new or changed service is designed. Service design must ensure that the service is aligned with the organization's business goals and objectives, as defined in the service strategy. There are 7 sub-processes within service design: service level management, availability management, capacity management, IT service continuity management, service catalog management, supplier management, and information security management. The next phase is service transition. This phase is where the new or changed service is implemented into the production environment while controlling risks of service failure and business disruption. There are 5 sub-processes: change management, service asset and configuration management, release and deployment management, service validation and testing, and knowledge management. Service operations is the day-to-day operation of the service processes that were implemented during service transition. This process phase is where the true value of the implemented service is first realized by the customer. Service operation is composed of 6 sub-processes: event management, incident management, problem management, request fulfillment management, access management, and application lifecycle management. In service operation, it is critical to have the proper service management tool in order to capture data, track, and measure service performance. Service operations is where all of the ITIL lifecycle processes come together. We are now operating the service that was implemented during service transition, which was developed in service design, which was aligned with the business in service strategy. Continual service improvement ensures that the IT services are continually aligned with the organization's changing business needs. Service improvements are implemented based on feedback identified during service operations. An example of a service improvement opportunity might be changing a specific service level commitment. It may be out of alignment due to changing business goals or IT's performance capability. By looking at data and operational processes, we can loop back to any of the previous lifecycle phases and adjust service level parameters to be in line with required service performance commitments or changing business needs. This diagram is another way of looking at the ITIL version 3 process lifecycle. In this view, we see the lifecycle as a set of interacting and cascading process phases, each one influencing the other, from either the top down or from the bottom up. In this diagram, it is easy to see how all of the lifecycle process phases feed into the quality improvement program, which in turn feeds into all of the process phases. It's a loop. You can adjust your strategy from continual service improvement. You can adjust the design of your service from continual service improvement. Any service changes identified by continual service improvement must be implemented back into service operations through service transition. Is your IT department struggling to demonstrate value? Continue now to step number 3 and learn how CAI can help you apply ITIL to application support. You are also welcome to visit our website at www.itservicemanagement-itil.com or contact Bob Anderson, CAI's ITIL Application Support Project Manager at bob_anderson@compaid.com.